Wow, I just realized me and Dark Unnamed have the same last name.
Oh, you
Yeah,
related?
very interesting. Maybe. I'm not Bolivian though, so probably not. Oh yeah, he's 28, so I doubt he's in like college or anything right now. Maybe he had kids. If so, congratulations.
Papa Doc unnamed. It's you heard it here first, folks. He's got kids. He's settling down.
Settling down. He's all grown up. He's over this nerds game of geniuses. I'm loving seeing how people split their workers here, by the way. And we got ourselves a player in the top right-hand corner of the map. He took out his first opponent. Can he take out this barcode here in the bottom left? He is the teamless player. He's a red Zerg. It is Eternal Empire LE. It is Ryu.
And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Eternal Empire LE, we have the Bolivian Protoss player representing Alpha X. It is MooD.
I feel like we lost the flags for a cast. Or something happened to the flags. I forgot.
What?
Like last week.
Last week?
Yeah. I feel like we didn't have flags or something for one event.
Maybe?
Yeah.
I mean, we've got flags here. We've got them here.
Yeah. That's all that matters. They're here now. And this is a fun matchup. ZvP. It's great.
Oh yeah.
Am I tripping? Or does that probe, like when it moves, it changes the flag in the natural when it mines? Like the little top corner of the flag. Oh no, it just always looks like that. The probe's covered it and it looked like a flat flag, and then when they walk past it, it looks.
Oh right.
Also, yeah. I'm just paying attention to useless details to buy time until it gets interesting, because it's a basic opener, unfortunately.
Pretty much. Like I have my eyes on MooD, like, because he's kind of an up and comer. Like before 2020, he wasn't really that active on the scene, and he wasn't, you know, he couldn't really compete with the other like top tier Latin American players. But in more recent times, like he's had like pretty decent runs in like Battle of the Americas and stuff like that, which has been pretty cool.
Definitely. I'm gonna keep forgetting who he's playing because it's just a barcode.
Right? God damn it, MooD. God damn it.
Sign up with your real name. But interesting. He's watching the Lings run out, and is he gonna try and block that third at all? Nah. He's just gonna go home. Save the Ling. I mean the drone. Pro. Whatever it's called. It's been a week since I casted. I forgot all units.
Yeah, so far, I mean, Ryu, he's playing this pretty normal, pretty straight up. He does have 2 overlords across the map, which I do like. He's going to make sure that he gets his scouting done. He doesn't have overlord speed, which is a bit of a shame, but he should be getting in anyway, and he should be seeing this Stargate opener coming out from MooD.
Interesting positioning of the Stargate. Wow, he just let the Lings in.
Oh my god.
He didn't close the wall.
Yeah.
This has been becoming increasingly more popular, and if you remember on this map, in this sort of scenario, we saw some crazy games going on. I believe it was Cham that did it. When he saw the wall was open, he's like, oh, the wall's open, you're being greedy. Bam, pulled all the drones except like 3 or 4, and Ling flooded in. And I think it was Paco Mike, right?
Yep,
and he just like flooded out, or he masked oracles, and somehow the Lings beat the oracles. Hilarious.
Unfortunately, that's gonna be a game that I'm never gonna forget, and it's like, whenever I look up Pocket Mike, I'm gonna be like, you're the guy who lost to Cham's just like drone flood. Like, god damn it.
Yeah.
Pocket Mike.
How does that even happen? I've never seen that before, and I would like to see it again sometime. I've yet to try that one yet, but I can't wait till the day. I mean, in the lower ranks, like I am on the ladder, I don't think their big brain plays are to save money that way. They always wall off first. I also go pool first all the time, so they always wall off on me.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's what I was gonna say. How at the highest level of play, like pretty often we see like those two slow lings just get in and get a full scat off. But at lower levels of play, like it's pretty common to just fully wall off like normally instead of being greedy.
Yeah.
So it's like I could never do that. Like my lings are never
Yeah,
there in time.
exactly. Yeah, my lings would never get in there and do the damage. I wouldn't have the lings in the right place to break down the wall or run past it or anything like they're doing. So, I mean, they're both playing pretty darn well, though. MooD hasn't lost anything here, and neither has Ryu. This has been an interesting play we've been seeing. The Stargate single Oracle into the Resonating Glaive Adepts.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. Part of me wishes that he went like Oracle and then Phoenix to like clear out the Overlords.
Yeah.
And then go for something like that, because Ryu, he's got Overlord speed this time. The Overlord is coming in and nothing really shoots up. He's not going to be able to see the Adepts, which is great for MooD, but he should be able to get in and see the Twilight Council.
Oh, he has a Void Ray out there. That's nice.
Oh, okay.
Instead of the
Okay.
Phoenix, he went for Void Ray. Even better. There you go, Light. See, you wanted a Void Ray.
I'm happy.
Yeah, you got it. You're all your wildest dreams are coming true here, Light.
The meta is
I
shifting.
like this. Yeah, it seems like a defensive Resonating Glaives. I'm sure he'll move out now that it's finishing, but no Warp Prism, no Robo quite yet. It's on the way now, but it's not quite done, so I'm interested to see how he reinforces here.
Oh my god, and he gets spotted by a Ling, so Ryu, he knows that it's on the way, and as you said, like, this is a lot more committed because there's no Warp Prism. Like, there's nothing to continue to warp in Adepts. Like, these are the only Adepts that Ryu has to worry about, and he fully walls off.
Yeah. And there's not enough to completely kill him here. I like the roaches on the high ground. He doesn't complete the shade. I wouldn't have minded him completing the shade.
Yeah, like, especially with this amount of Adepts, like, if you just target fire drones, like, you can actually get a lot of damage done.
Oh, yeah. But now the roaches, I think, are too high in numbers.
Yeah, he has a decent roach counter, or not here. They're all making their way to the front,
Yeah,
and oh god, as you said, there are so many roaches here. Splits them off, and it doesn't commit.
Oh. Wow, what a waste of... He didn't cancel one, and it just happened to be the one with the lowest health. And it killed nothing.
Do you think that was on purpose? He's like, you're not. Oh god.
Probably. I mean, how do you highlight all those units and not select the final one? I mean, there's actually plenty of ways that could happen, but this was an absolute waste of a shade here, throwing away his units.
Yeah, and oh my god, he doesn't commit to the shade, and he manages to save some of them in the end. And it's important to note that, as we were talking about before, there wasn't a War Prism, like there wasn't like this big commitment. He just warped in a couple of Adepts, he bought a bunch of time across the map. Meanwhile, he's getting a fourth base, he's just macroing on up, transitioning into something else.
Yeah, I feel like that fourth base is kind of greedy because he knows Ryu has a whole lot of army, and I don't know. I guess it's a good timing for the fourth base. As long as Ryu doesn't come and attack you. Ryu doesn't quite know about that fourth base just yet. But honestly, MooD doesn't have much at home. He's got a bunch of sentries to wall off and one immortal. Like a few shield batteries. So he's not in the best of positions army-wise. But Ryu is, instead of taking advantage and attacking him, he's going to take advantage and macro up. Maybe even take himself a fifth base here. He's a little oversaturated on that Rich Vespian Geyser. Okay, just took him off, but...
Yeah, like, I definitely agree that Ryu had a window there where he could have dealt a lot of damage, like if he counterattacked straight away, but again, he's a little bit in the dark. Like, he hasn't spotted the fourth base, he doesn't really know what kind of army MooD really has, and we'll see what he's able to do here because he is going for this Overlord drop.
I love this. The old school, I haven't quite seen it, but apparently this is popular in the Latin American scene, some Roach Hydra, like the good old days. And by good old days, I mean like a year or two ago. And a drop. That's pretty fancy. Ryu busting out all the stops here.
Yeah.
And also attacking those leftover Adepts in the north.
Yeah, he's all over the place. The Adepts to the north are going to be cleaned up. Oh, there are a decent amount of storms here. I say storms, there are High Templar. Storm is not ready.
There's a decent amount of feedbacks here. With the drop into the Naturals, going to get 8 workers, and honestly, he doesn't really lose anything for this here. He's going to try and posture up towards that fourth base, and MooD's going to have to defend the natural wall, also defending this fourth.
Yeah, and honestly, like Ryu could have engaged with his army, but he just doesn't know that Storm wasn't done. Like the army looked terrifying with all those High Templar.
Yeah.
Oh my
Interesting composition here. Jesus, he's just taking out everything.
Oh, I love this so much, right? The drop did a lot of damage in the natural. He picks up, goes to the main, he can pick up.
He has only sellouts for defense. Oh my gosh. Now he's getting the right idea, get some stalkers out, but now he just drops in the roaches and kills more workers.
Yeah. Oh, Devilord.
Oh, he got greedy. He tried to just drop 2 roaches and get out of there, but behind this, Ryu is getting into his bread and butter, his creme de la creme, his happy place, if you will. We're gonna get into the Viper and I already forgot those things. Wow, I feel like I haven't played StarCraft in years. Viper Lurker. Yeah, I didn't play for 1 week, and I feel like I don't even know what's going on in StarCraft.
Oh god, we need a backup name for the Lurkers. Like you've got like the draft boys, right, for the Colossus.
Spiky boys.
Oh yeah, Spiky boys. There we go.
Spiky boys. Yeah, that sounds good. The Spiky boys here are coming into play, and the Yoinky boys. That doesn't sound right. I'm trying to make up a name for Vipers. I don't like that too much. We'll work on it back to you guys. But here we have MooD going for the attack. He has less army supply than his opponent Ryu, and Ryu could smash this army if he takes the engagement in the right way, and seems like he will. How did that thing not die?
Oh my god.
There you go.
There we go. Ryu he definitely has to be careful though, because there's so much potential with Storm, but the High Templar, they're lagging behind a little bit. MooD has to be careful to babysit them, make sure they don't get caught out.
I mean, Viper Lurkers is the bread and butter. He can't really ever engage this army. MooD, that is. He can drop storms. He might kill off 1 or 2 of the spiky boys here, but they'll just be remorphed in by Ryu, and he'll be able to remax once again. Ooh, little run by. It was a good run by, but it took a while for those sellouts to get all the spines. Wow, he's actually gonna get all the spines in both 2 bases.
Yeah, like that. It was great for Ryu to preemptively throw down all that size defense. It's buying him a lot of time, and they're engaging here. Decent storms, but oh god, there are just so many lurkers.
You got some pretty decent storms, but Lurker Viper, it's a little OP right now, a little broken. At least you're making it seem that way. It's not broken at all.
Yeah, I mean, oh, here we go. Finally, some disruptors are here, and that's what you want here against this kind of army.
Yeah, I think it's just a stubborn build here from MooD. Wanted to go for like the, I don't quite know, going for like Zealot, Immortal, Archon, and then he also had some Sentries mixed in. It seems like he quite didn't know what he wanted to stick to, and then he saw the Lurk. He's like, quick, let's go into Disruptors. But Ryu's just so good and so fast. He's already at Hive Tech. He already has Vipers, really rendering anything that MooD tries to do here.
Yeah, definitely
invaluable.
Like MooD, he almost held on. Like there are only 2 lurkers left. Like he did a good job at like shaving the lurker count, but oh my god, he's just losing so much. All the disruptors go down. There's 1 High Templar remaining, but
GG. It was actually getting kind of close there. You know, MooD did have a lot left in the bank, and Ryu was kind of almost out of money, but there wasn't enough damage to stop his army from coming. That's GG. Game number 1. Spiky boys versus Shieldy boys. Oh, you know, Spiky boys do good against Shieldy boys and laser giraffes. And I need something for the Vipers, but I don't know. They yoink things, but I don't like yoinky boys. That just sounds too. It just doesn't sound right.
It sounds weird. It sounds weird when you say it.
Yeah, it doesn't roll off the tongue.
Like tongue boys? Like what's
tongue boy? I don't know about that one. Maybe not that one. What if they're women? You ever think about that?
Oh, like, true. Yeah.
Tongue women, yoinky women.
Tongue people. You know?
Tongue people. Tonguers. We'll have to work on that and get back to you guys another day. I don't think we can work this one out on stream live. I don't think we'll come to any good conclusions. But now I'm gonna keep thinking of.
Oh, good.
I don't know about tonguers.
Liquors?
Speaking about tonguers and liquors, in the bottom right-hand corner, it's the tongue king himself.
Oh, God.
It is Ryu. You always use vipers, right? You guys get it. Right?
Oh, God. And in the top left-hand corner of Death Aura LE, we have the player currently being tongued, ? We have,
Oh, God.
we have representing Bolivia, it is MooD.
Yeah, he got tongued last game for sure.
Oh, God.
Yoinky, licky boys? I don't know. What else do vipers do? They blind tongue? No, I don't like blind tongue.
Oh, God.
This is a tough one. These are supposed to be very simple ways to remember a unit, and it's becoming increasingly difficult.
Mm-hmm.
But the Viper's such a good unit, I have to come up with something good for this. It'll come to me. Someday, guys.
When Vipers yoink, do they use their tongues? Is that a thing?
I mean, I don't know what other body part they could use to extend that far. I would hope it's a tongue.
Oh, God. All right.
I mean,
okay.
Unless you have any other suggestions to body parts, like.
I don't know. Maybe they have a tail. They do have tails, but that's okay. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. I assume Viper is like a snake, so it has a long tongue. But also, snakes don't fly.
Oh, snaky boys?
Snaky boys, fly snake boy, snake fly boy, fly snake. I don't know. Speaking of snakes and flying, what do you think MooD's gonna go for here? He can actually be greedy here because it only takes 2 buildings to wall off the front.
True. And because of this, it's gonna be harder for Ryu to get those 2 lings into the main base. So he can be a little bit more cheeky. He's going for a Stargate. I kind of want him to go full Paco Mike and like make more than 1 Void Ray.
Yeah, that would be great. This would be a good map for that. I never really thought about this, but on this map, it's pretty good because the Overlord perv pillars are very far. So you kind of have to get Overlord speed in this instance, and you can wall off, like I said in the front, only 2 buildings, saving you a lot of money. What if we just call them the question mark boys?
I don't know about that one. We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. But it's gonna get in depth. That's interesting. And still lets the lings in.
Wow.
It's very interesting. He's gonna kill the lings though, so that's pretty decent. No scout off, but interesting. So he goes for a Void Ray first. He does go Stargate, but he also gets an Adept to cover the wall.
Interesting. It's very interesting because last game on Eternal Empire, he did go Oracle into Void Ray. This time Void Ray first, so we could see him throw down tech after the Void Ray kills the Overlords again, just like last time, or he could commit to Stargate, which I hope for.
Mass Phoenix?
Mass Phoenix.
I think he's making too many Adepts already. I think he's just going to stick to this build. And I called it last game. I think it's a little bit of stubborn build syndrome here.
Yeah, it definitely could be. At the moment, like he's just striking around with these 2 Adepts, actually getting some worker kills.
Yeah. I feel like it's almost like gambling. He's like, you know what? It didn't work the first time. That's on me. Let me double down. I got it this time. And in reality, you're probably just being stubborn, and Ryu's just really good at reading this build and stopping it. Oh, he is going full Paco Mike here.
He's doing it!
He's listening.
All right. So how Paco Mike is he gonna go? Like, is he gonna go straight into carriers? Is he gonna get the Void Ray upgrade and go like mass Void Rays? What do you think?
I haven't seen that mass Void Ray with the Void Ray speed upgrade, right? Or does he go mass Void Ray with the building damage upgrade? I forgot who gets that. Where do you buy that upgrade at? I haven't even seen that been researched yet.
Oh god, I've seen it researched like in late game PvZ. It's for the Tempest if you recall, but
oh, it's only for the Tempest. Ooh, Proxy Tempest.
Oh.
Throwback Thursday.
Yeah. Go full Roddy.
Yeah, go full Roddy. But unfortunately, he scouts it. Fleet Beacon, second Stargate. He knows what's coming. So at this point, Ryu does one thing and one thing only. He holds down that H key until the H key falls off of his computer.
Exactly.
Not off of his keyboard. It's gonna fall off of his computer. It's gonna pop out of his screen.
It's just gonna be out of there, and because this got scouted. Like Parker Mike, when he does this, he goes Phoenix first to deny scouting, and then he goes for this.
Yeah,
but
he'll go Mass Phoenix and have a bunch of Phoenix out.
Yeah, and this is like a transition from the Mass Phoenix. Because of this, Ryu, he scouts, he knows everything that his opponent's doing, and as you said, all you have to do is like make a massive amount of Hydras, and you're good.
Yeah, I've been encountering this a lot on the ladder, as well as we've been seeing it, as you said, like Paco Mike and a bunch of different other Protoss go for this. I mean, at this point, I would much rather you guys just go for some mass void rays with speed. Like once it's scouted, if you can do this and get carriers and maybe even a mothership without ever being scouted, good on you. But chances are it's going to be scouted and be defended very easily.
Yeah. I mean,
that's the thing about this build. You really have to surprise them with the Fleet Beacon, because if they know it's coming, interceptors just don't spawn fast enough at all.
And it's
or regenerate.
Yeah, and I think I like this from MooD, like because he got scouted, he's not banking up the carriers, he's already pushing out with 2 of them. He has to be careful, he can't lose these, like he has to be so careful, make sure he uses recall if things get a little bit too shaky, use the dead space as well. It's gonna be absolutely disastrous if he ends up losing even one of these carriers.
There's already too much Hydras here, you can't even attack into this. Like these Hydras alone can just kill all the interceptors and have their way with these 2 carriers here.
Yeah, this is a really rough spot for MooD. I mean, the Hydras, they do leave a little bit, so he can at least get the gases. This is something. Actually targeting down the Queen.
Interesting. I mean, he's trying to get damage here. He's not going to do anything game ending, but I like this from MooD. He is getting like Zealot legs. I'm not a fan of the Immortals per se, but I would like him to go real crazy, stop making carriers, and maybe go for some, like, I don't know, Colossus, laser drafts, some disruptors maybe. Something crazy underneath these, because, we already see it. There's some spiky boys coming. Oh, I love that.
Wow.
He just, what is that? Neural parasitic something or another?
Contaminate.
There you go. He contaminated it. That sounds dirty.
I mean, it is dirty. Look at that. That's not...
Exactly. It's not sanitary at all. That's how you get COVID.
That's how you get it. And I love this. MooD, he's doing something that Parker Mike wouldn't do. MooD, he's willing to abandon what he was going for and transition into something completely different. Like Parker Mike, he would just hold down that carrier key and he would keep making them. Because MooD got scouted, he makes 3 and he stops completely and he's going into Storm, and that's exactly what you want against Hydras.
Good call. I believe there was a Overlord in the back base of MooD, and I don't know if it was killed or if it just went in for a scout. I had missed it there, but I think he got a full scout off. Of the fact that there's nothing else being produced.
Yeah, that was when the contaminate got thrown down. He got to see all the production. He got to see that no Stargates were morphing in or warping in anything, so he knows that, okay, the carrier production is done.
I love the dead space in the back. It's actually good for Zerg too to keep an Overlord back there. It's kind of like the new thing we're seeing often. And Ryu's can go back in for a scout. That's the tough part about playing a good player like this and playing a Zerg in general. Scout denial is pretty hard.
Yeah, I just love how like consistent Ryu is with scouting. Like every couple of minutes, like he just goes in with an overseer just to make sure he knows what his opponent's doing. Yeah,
this is it's a game of information for sure. So that's pretty crucial to see the tech switches coming out of his opponent here. And the good thing about this is all he has to do, since he has so many Hydras and the Lurker Den, is just switch into more Lurkers.
Yeah.
Morph in more Lurkers. He doesn't have to really change his tech or his means of playing this by much. I think MooD's best choice here is to clear the creep. The creep is really his enemy right now.
Yeah, definitely. And he had a really good play there. He feedbacked the Vipers, but not before one yoink happened. He lost one of his carriers. He lost almost all of his Templar. He only has one left. And yeah, MooD, he is forced back. And Ryu, mate, he's maxed out.
He's maxed out. He's got fully energized infestors here. What are those things called? Infestors, right?
Yeah.
I remember those things. Infestors. He's got the rich Vespian gas base with 2 rich Vespian gas, which means this base is mining that of 4 bases, or 2 full saturated bases, I believe. I'm no mathematician here, but that is a whole lot of gas.
Yeah, and MooD, he's doing a good job at feedbacking, but it's always like a second too late. Like, the yoink still happens anyway.
Yeah. I mean, these guys don't have much range on their feedback, so it is hard to get in close proximity for feedbacks and storms. I like the Zealots being added in, but this army just doesn't look too tough here for MooD.
Oh my god, even Fungles the army, like it's trapped here. There's a lot of High Templar with some decent energy, and it looks like the majority of the Lurkers are going to go down, but there are just so many Hydras.
Yeah, Ryu's all over this. I saw some... I heard it live, but then I saw a clip of it and like people explaining it and slow down. But Rotterdam was saying something along the lines in a game that if you fungal growth the carriers, I believe, it still hurts the interceptors. So you fungal the carriers and it slows the carriers down and also injures the interceptors. And that's why you're supposed to fungal the carriers and not the interceptors themselves. So
interesting.
Or I think you fungal them in parasitic bombs, some sort of combination there, but it appears MooD he's had enough and he tapped out. GG. Ryu takes game number 1. Oh wait, that's 2, right? He wins it 2-0.
Yeah, he advances.
Nice. As expected. MooD did put up a good fight though. Ryu didn't take that one too easy, but I'm not gonna lie, I feel like Protoss rushing in the air is like not the meta anymore.